I'm here to showing you how to draw the art and come and draw with me and learn with me as well. Hello, good afternoon everyone. Thanks for joining me. I'm here to showing you how to draw, and as far as you can see it, I draw so far that art, and this time I'm showing you, as you know, we do step-by-step drawing as well, slowly showing you how to draw the coloring and everything. If you want to learn, you can come and join with me and draw as well. And this one is like step by step. I'm showing you how easily you can draw. And let's go draw. And by the way, I'm based in London, and everything you can see is my art, and I will showing you step by step how to draw. It's a pencil color art, right? And it will be slow art. It will taking a little bit longer, but in the end you will achieving much better result as well. And doing step by step, how you add the color, how you mixing it, how you creating it. It's just like everything I'm showing you, slowly talk to you and giving you some, what do you call, some tip as well, because it's a pencil color kind of art, people love to learn, and it's easy but it's difficult, especially when blending when it's a blending then it's a little bit harder. But here I am, and I'm with you as well, and I will helping you slowly how you can achieve the better result, and doing step by step I can make them easy for you as well. If you wanted to learn, you can just join with me and draw with me as well. And we're doing step by step, mixing a color, drawing as well, how to achieve the better result. And always I say try with the lighter color, then build up. When you're building up the layers and layers, then your chances are you can create much better art. Hi Sharishta, how are you? And just building it. First with the outline. It's very light color. First start with the lighter color, then build up. When you're building up the layers, then you can, chances are you can create much better art. And one thing, remember, sharpening your pencil. Hello, how are you? Thanks for joining me. And just adding the color. It's like step by step adding the details. Details are important when you draw them. And just first doing the lace. Always a stamp. Make sure the stamp color coordinate, they work very well. That's important. When you color mixing technique do very well, then you can create the much better result. And just spreading up the slowly. It will take time, you have to learn how to combine the color, how to mix the color. That's the main thing. And I'm just doing the first stamp and then building up the colors and details. And always one thing, remember, when you draw them, you need to sharpening your pencil. When you're sharpening the pencil, then you can create much better details and you can show much better. I use the pencil color. I take these images when I went to the park or anywhere. Honestly, you just take any images on the walking on the street, you can see flower. I just took every time pictures and then use that picture to create this art. I'll create with the pencil first sketch. And is that this one take a little bit longer time because they have a, you can see amount of detail in this art. It's lots of pencil work, lots of tiny details, like a mixing of all tiny details to create this sort of art. It's easy, but it's not easy because you have to need lots of patience, lots of slowly building up the layers, details that all. Hi. Yeah, it's, you can do it as well. It's anybody can do it. I'm not that trained as a pencil artist, but I learn as practice. You know, more practice, the more I practice, more I can get much better result. It's only have a time, details, and how to combine the color shading. And always make sure I always put some sort of paper underneath my hand because you're putting your hand directly on your art. Chances are you're creating the mess, which one you don't need it, right? And just adding the details after details. And make sure the line, the stem, neat and cleanly you can create. Because you wanted to see the stem, you know, it's tiny details is matter when you draw them because that one create the much better art. And I'm just, it's like a leaf, adding a leaf, putting as much as I can add the leaf inside my art, to giving you much better details, you know, telling the story. Only if you draw the flower stem and rose there, doesn't make any excitement, right? You need to create some sort of telling the story, having a leaf, making a bunch of, I'll put the leaf surrounded by rose. And always I use the lighter color to first do the first detail and then build up that way. Where is it's quite mess because pencil color problem is they create lots of dust, and a dust is you need all the time some sort of tissue or towel to wipe it off. Hi, yes, I get it. Thank you for hi. Thank you for saying hello. Thank you. Thank you for pass by. Thank you. And before I'll do it, I'll just make the first details, build up, and then adding another detail on top. Making us, if you're doing slowly building up the layers and everything, they make them much better your art. Always take your time, you know, slowly building up, slowly adding the details. And build up by slowly adding it. And now this one, I have to go leaf. This is just adding the, before I add any details, first do the outline neatly, cleanly. And make sure that, you know, the rose have a leaf. They have always sharp edges of in the leaf. And I'm just capturing that details. See, that one are done. This one done. And what I have to do, I have to get a color pencil, and just make the inside details. That's another thing to remember. Just another thing is like shape. It's like a vein. Oh, thank you. Thank you for 4 likes. Thank you. And just do the details. More details, more shape, more you can slowly build up, the more you can get much better result. And just adding the first to the sketch, first to the main detail. I'm just preparing a first detail, then start adding the color, green color, then start slowly blending it. Again, feel free to follow me, feel free to subscribe me. I'm here to showing you how easy you can draw, learn new technique, learn how to draw. Simple technique. I'll give you some tip. Honestly, it's very useful for you when you want to draw the art. And sharpening, you always sharp the pencil before you start building up them. Hi Simon, how are you? And just going very lightly, just lightly building up the lace. Thank you, Simon. Thank you for your gift. Thank you. And just adding it very lightly, just lightly having it first. Thank you. Yes, just doing very lightly. Start mixing it until they getting a, because it's few layers, you can't see them. What's it called? Blending it, because it's first we preparing your layers, then start blending it, then you can see the different. This one is just like everything I make it that way. First start little bit and they start blending together, just adding a very lightly. Always start with lightly, slowly you're building up, then your chances are. Thank you Simon, thank you, you always so kind of you to helping me. Thank you. And just mixing it now, because we did the one layer. Now I can go back again. When you start mixing it, then you can see the difference. They're getting a better and better. I use that pencil, if you can see that. That brand is a Swiss brand, but they have to be luminance. That one giving you the sort of look like realistic like. And start mixing it very gently, mixing the color very lightly. No, you know how to press the pencil. That's the, because when you start pressing pencil, the chances are you're creating a very strong lines, and the strong line doesn't mix. And just going slowly adding, building up. And always take your time, slowly building up the layers and layers. And you can see just adding the details, because you need the layers. When you see the layers start mixing it, that time you find, yes, it start blending. It doesn't start blending until you have a good layers in beginning. And mixing it. Oh, thank you Simon, thank you for your support. And just go like that. Just mixing it. More you mixing it, more your chances create much better art. And now adding the green is just like I'm keep combining the color combination. That's the important when you do that. And just mix. When you can see they have enough layers, they start blending start. And just mixing is a main thing. You can get much better result. And get the towel, always get the towel and wipe it off. And always take your time. Yes, I will. Thank you. and just adding the details. Thanks for your subscribing me. Thank you. Hi Kia. And just mixing it. And sharpening your pencil is you have to do pencil sharpening. Pointing pencil is much better to get the much better result. Thank you, Kia. Thank you. And just mixing it. Make sure the mixing start, then you start doing anything. Do not rush, or we need to have a gentle believing self, making a slowly approach. Hi Kia, I hope you're well. And do it like that. Thank you, Simon. Thank you. Thank you for your support. Thank you. And mixing it. And get the towel and since Friday is a busy day, right? Thank you, Kia. Thank you. And just mixing it. Just shape and details, everything matter when you draw them. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that much. Thanks, Kia. And just building up. And do one at a time. Do not do all in one go, because if you do one in go, the chances are you create the mess, which one you don't need it, right? Slowly building up the layers by layers. And you can see when you do it, it's quite bit pencil does come out. That one is no good idea. It's no, because we need to be blending very well. Because blending very well, the chances are you can get much better result as well. And the shape, details, everything matter, right? More you detail, more you shape, more you can get much better result. And now start another side. I did one side, now doing another side. It's like little bit at a time. And go like that, just building up. Because you need cut few layers, then you can see the difference. And mixing it. Always start with the light hand. Do not use your heavy hand. When you start heavy hand, the chances are doesn't blending. Thank you so much. And just mixing it. Make sure they're blending very well. That's the one thing you have to remember. Thank you. And just do it slowly building up layers after layers. Very light hand. No, do not press too harshly. Then we start pressing harshly. Hello, hi, Sophie. Thank you. and mixing it, slowly mixing it, slowly adding the details. That way you can get much better result. Because more you slowly do it, the more your chances create much better. Thank you for lovely comment. Thank you. And feel free to ask me any question. I'm here to help you. Oh, that's fantastic. And mixing it very lightly, just mixing the color. And the shape. It's just shape. More shape, more detail, more you have much better result. And just mixing it. The shape and details, everything's matter, right? When you do slowly, then you can get much better. Thank you, Simon. Thank you, Kia. Thank you for your support. Thanks. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. And just building up. Thank you. Thank you so much. And just mixing it. So blending is important. When it's blending happen, then you can see. So far, I'm nearly finishing this art. If you have any new flower I can draw, please let me know. Then I will come next week, start completely new flower. If you have any kind of flower I can draw, because I, whatever you choose me, I use this art on my collection. It's like some quite few people one time, one person, I think, I think you said bluebell, I'll draw bluebell. And I tried to draw as much as people choice. Some people say sunflower. I draw sunflower as well. Now they are available in my print collection. Like everything I draw from your choice. If you have any special request for me to draw next one, I'll happy to draw. And just mixing it, very gently mixing it. Because detail, that's why the details matter, right? More details, more shape, then you can get much better. And get the towel, always get the towel and wipe it off. And just blending it. Uh, Dandelion, didn't buttercup, what's the buttercups? I did lavender, Mm, buttercup, let me see, I don't know. And some flower, some of the flower I can't, I don't know what they call. Do you say buttercup? Uh, Buttercup. It's, oh, I did this one. Yes, one of my scarf collection. I draw this one. Yeah, I did try that one, buttercups. And which one you said? Dandelion. I didn't. I did dandelion. That one, because I remember they say they make dandelion flower, some kind of drink as a light. I will look at, because because I need to make another, always I make something new flower to collect on my collection. So I will look at dandelion because I did lavender before. I have a some of another flower collection as well. I think I maybe again make the bigger flower, what you suggesting, some of the flower, add this one and make it like that. Instead of pencil color, try to do with the watercolor. Because you draw so many flowers, sometimes you think, which one shall I draw? And just mixing it. And get the towel and just wipe it off. Thank you. Thank you for liking. Thank you. Yes, it's just like problem is when you making sketch, so you need to remember how you combine all this flower, and you're doing some of the flower like that, right? To combining all, how is it work together? That's another thing to be remembered, when you're creating the art. And the stamp, they always say add the stamp details, that one is stand out. And the shape, always shape is important when you're creating it. Yeah, just adding the all this one and creating the all mixed flower, because sketch is a main harder thing, the how you look, the all flower mixing it together, how is it look, that's the main thing for me to look nicer, the harmonies of the flower. And make sure put the paper, and keep forgetting, I'm just scared, I don't want to mess my art. Thank you, Simon, thank you so much for your help. And draw one at a time. Get the paper again, put paper, keep forgetting the paper, and just do the outline. This is already have a birds there, I need to add that detail. And the shape, more details. And just quick, shape is important. When you draw the shape, they will stand out, they look much better. And make sure the shape, make sure the line, edges of the flower, everything, maybe think about how you want it to look. And just as always is, just slowly start the blending it, color. Slowly adding the details, more details, more shape, the more you stand out. I think, what do you think, this one will look nice in scarf design, this rose, like a skinny scarf, adding this rose flower dropping in edges of the scarf. What do you think? Anybody have any comment, anything? And get the green color. And just mixing it. It's quite windy today, right? You can feel the wind. Anybody? How is your weather in your side? Because ours doesn't have a rain, but it's quite windy today. And just mixing it. Make sure edges of the leaf is neat and clean. That's the main thing to draw. And go other side. Always take your time, always to slowly build up the layers after layers. And building up. Always take your time. Always take your time and get a towel and wipe it off. Always never leave any dust. What's happened, dust doesn't look nice. And just mixing it. And the blending is important. Always saying mixing a color, blending is important. More slowly blending it, more you can get much better result. If you have any question, you can ask me. Feel free to follow me if you think my art is good enough. If you have any question, and get the towel and just wipe it off. And just mixing it. Slowly mixing the color, slowly blending it. And the stem. Make sure the stem is important, the stem details. And always try your best. Yes, I did cherry blossom, my wallpaper design. If we look at my new wallpaper, I don't think so we put it yet. I did my wallpaper with a cherry blossom. And just mixing it. Do you think this day TikTok doesn't allowing to people follow to each other? It's nearly 4 days. I don't have getting any followers. They got some sort of restriction. I don't know. Usually people once. Yeah, because nearly through 3 days, I didn't see anybody following me or anything. Just people coming. Usually you can get at least 1 or 2 followers. Oh, thank you. First person after 3-4 days. Thank you for following me. Yes, I don't know, just like thank you for following me. Thank you for your support. And just mixing it. Make sure they clear line. You can have a nice color. Make sure it's a clear vision, clear look, right? Because sometimes thank you for sending rose. Thank you for your support, mommy. Thank you. And just mixing it. Take your time, make sure the flower blending very well, because what's happening, if it doesn't blending very well, the chances are it doesn't look nice. You want to look nice, so you need to take your time, slowly blending the colors and everything. It's the more what's happening when you start blending, is getting very smooth. Then you can have as much as you can add the colors and details. and shape and details, everything matter, right? More you slowly, more gently you do it, the more chances you get much better result. And now I have a flower buds there. I have a one leaf there. It's just like every tiny details when you're creating it, looking at what you're missing out. Make sure do it nicely. If you do nicely, you will like it and look nicer as well in your, now because I have this done, I can recreate for so many ways. I can create the scarf, I can make the print. It's like you can do so many if you make them nicely. That's the main thing. Draw slowly, take your time, do not rush. Trust me, in the end you will happy, you will see your artwork, then you'll be happy to see your work. I know it's harder for, but if you want good art, you need to take your time, slowly do it, everything. Do not rush. Rushing art, you don't get that excitement, this look nicer thing, right? And slowly, very lightly, light pencil. Very lightly, you have to add the details. And sharpening your pencil all the time. That's the important thing as well. And build up. More you building up the lace, more you do slowly, more you can get much better result. You want to create better art, you need to take your time, do slowly and create the art. First I always use 2-3 different color combination. If you use 2-3 different color combination, are using a lighters, build them underneath. It's one by one layers building up, then you can get much better result. And always slowly approach, do not rush. And you need at least quite bit lace. Hi Simon, thanks for joining back, thank you. Like more you do it, more you had much better result. This is a leaf, one leaf going there, one leaf going, it's making some sort of nice looking art. The shape, details, everything matter, right? When you draw them. You very lightly lace, then add the details. Because this one is a green color, and always sharpening your pencil. That's thing you remember. And always say if you combine two leaves together, always get the darker color, but only do one line, no shading anything, one line. The one line is enough to make them separate. And that's adding the color. And mixing, slowly mixing the details. Make sure that make the leaf perfectly, that's an important thing as well. More you do it, more you had much better result as well. And the shape. Shape, details, everything matter, right? Just mixing it. More you mix it, more you had much better result. And get towel and always wipe it off. Hi Kia, I just forgot to tell you. Look at it. Where did you put the review? Because I went to the site, but I can't see the review. Did you write the review on my website? And just mixing it color. Thank you for liking. Thank you. Oh, you did in a TikTok. All right, okay. Now that one I did on the website. I'll send you this review QR code on your message. I don't know how the TikTok will work. I have to look at, because I didn't get that much order from at the moment in TikTok. I'm trying to get TikTok work, but it's getting a very slow. Hopefully it will work. And just mixing it. And sharpening your pencil. Always sharpen your pencil. That's the important thing to remember. More you sharpening your pencil, more you do slowly, more you had much better result. Just building up the layers and layers. Because I don't enjoy my pencil is very short. Hopefully get this week another pencil, this one. Thank you, Simon. Thank you. And just adding the details. And now one more leaf left. As I said before, I'll do and the shape. First I have to do the middle vein, inside the stem vein in the leaf. I have to just first prepare it. I just press it, little bit pressing, not too much, but we don't want to mix with the green color. That's why I'll do it before I do start. And just like that. And do the edges like that, slowly. Because first you have to prepare the outline, then start are using the same color, first layer, few layers, then adding the more stronger color on top. Just building up. And make sure, because don't worry, it doesn't blending in beginning. They will work. Yeah, use the QR code I send you on the TikTok message. See, I send you the QR code in message. If not, I will resend you again. And just blending it the color, slowly adding the. Now photo I'll do with my in Instagram. I'll do it and just mixing it just like that. You see at the moment it look very rough layers. When I start adding the different color thing, then you can see the difference. But I need to add at least cut few more under this color pencil, then add another one in top. You see, just adding it. Because you need to be blending it, you need to be have a strong colors in beginning. But do not press your pencil, please. Do not press your pencil. And now get the green. And now just start mixing it. Slowly adding the layers. Thank you, whoever joined me. Thank you for all pass by. Yes, please. Thank you, Shad. Thank you. You can feel free to follow me. Feel free to come and join me every day. I'll come bring every time different art showing you how to draw, because everything I show you step by step, talking about how to achieve best result. Thank you for following me. Thank you. Yes, the pencil color, you need to be very slowly approach, no rushing it. You need to be patient. One thing you can remember is no like fast forward you can get answer. We will give you answer when you do slowly, step by step drawing, and always look at your reference. That's always I say. More you look at your reference, more you follow them, more you can get much better result. Always follow them. And make sure, because I'm nearly finishing the edges, if you do in middle, always put the paper. What's happening, this paper is not for show, it's for the protecting your art, because sometimes your body heat smudge your art. That one is not good idea. You need to put some sort of paper underneath. That will protect your art. And slowly mixing it. Like everything matter when you draw them, edges, shape, and everything. And mixing it, slowly mixing it. And you can see they're creating a lot of dust. That's another thing, the paper helping you. And always get tissue paper and any people using for art towel and just wipe it off. And just mixing it slowly, adding the detail by detail. And are you tempting to do this bed, don't do that. Do slowly adding the details. That way you can get much better result. And when you're mixing it, do not press your pencil. Very lightly, you're mixing with the pencil. Because when you mix, we need to mix the art, right? Mix the color. You need to have a very gentle, very slowly mixing it together and keep wiping off. Oh, thank you, Simon. Thank you for your support. Thank you. And just mixing it. Make sure edges of the leaf neat and clean. That's another thing to remember, please. Because you should show the details. More you show the details, more you had much better result. And just going like that, very lightly. Because we want to create the art look nicer, right? And do step by step. Step by step, you will achieve the much better result. And just mixing it. You can see when you start having enough layers, they will work very well with the blending. They get nice flat smooth surface, then you can add more detail. And mixing it. The mixing a color is important. More slowly, more gently, you can get much better result. And first start with this gently, very lightly. First few layers, very lightly. Then start building up little bit pressuring on your pencil. That way you can get much better result as well. And sharpening your pencil. All the time sharp the pencil. Just mixing it. Like more you're mixing it, more you have much better result. And get the green color and then add the again. And keep mixing it. and just building up more building up the layers, more you can get much better result. The shape, details, everything matter, right? And just going very lightly, not pressing too much, lightly building up them. And it is very slow procedure, very slow. But in the end, you get much better result. And mixing it. And get a green color. Always take your time. The shape, details, everything matter, right? When you do that, you can create much better art and building up the layers. And see, just in it's not blending. I need to add more, little bit stronger layer, then you're getting us much better result. And just mixing it. Slowly blending up. When you slowly blending up, that chance you can create much better art. Always I say, taking your time, slowly building up the layers after layers. That way you can get much better result. And using a different green shade will look nicer. Give a little bit tints. It doesn't look like flat. They're giving some sort of storytelling. And just keep mixing it. And get the towel. Always get the towel and just wipe it off. And just mixing it. And when like more you practice, more do slowly, more chances you can get much better result. And do it step by step, adding the details after details. Shape, make sure the inside vein will stand out. There's a tiny details matter when you draw them. The details is important as well as other thing. And why not, I'll show you some of my print collection. That one is designed by me, and they are made in, hi